Okay, so it's only like not long since I made my video on 7 Devils by Florence and the Machine, and I was talking about the song and also the place in North Carolina. If you come down from where 7 Devils, it's a small town in North Carolina, come down through here and you come down to Florence and then Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach and Florence are in South Carolina. Then you cross the border and 7 Devils. So where were we looking at the time? Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And I was saying how Red Rain by RL Stine is based just off South Carolina. So then I was talking about the album Ceremonials by Florence and the Machine, the artist, the band, the singer, and No Light, No Light was the song that reminded me of that story, Red Rain, by RL Stine. The song after that is 7 Devils. So if you draw a line, like I just showed you, from 7 Devils down to the southeast, Florence, Myrtle Beach, and I imagine the island as being around here. It's somewhere just off Myrtle Beach. It's because I found Myrtle Beach just looking at the time in South Carolina on here. Little did I know there's a place, back then I didn't notice immediately that there's a place in South Carolina. Should come up as an option, not quite. South Carolina, called, if we bring up the state, South Carolina, this is how I found Myrtle Beach. So it's 10:28 there now, in South Carolina, Eastern Daylight Time. And these are the places in South Carolina. And that's when I noticed Myrtle Beach. And there's North Myrtle Beach as well. These are the two places that caught my attention. I came up with the name Sean Myrtle from Myrtle Beach. Then I noticed Florence is also the name of a town in South Carolina. Well, just after I made my last video, I searched for Hurricane Florence. Up it comes, and then went to news, and I found a news story that's pretty recent. I'll see if I can find it again. So a state of emergency has been declared in North Carolina because of Florence, Tropical Storm Florence, expected to become Hurricane Florence. But there's a fairly recent article that here it is, where, when, and see, this is only 2 hours ago. This was published while I was making my video, the one that I'm uploading now, and a major hurricane, Florence, is likely to make a direct hit on the US East Coast late next week, forecasters said. So 2 hours ago, this article, and the line it's showing here, I'll bring up the story, when will Hurricane Florence hit? South Carolina, North Carolina possible landfall targets. Spaghetti models update. And this is from 8 AM. So what is the time now? 10:30 AM. So it said 2 hours ago, so yeah, Eastern Daylight Time. So what I was just looking at in terms of this map, 7 Devils, Florence, Myrtle Beach, this is basically exactly where this map on this news story is aiming at. Exactly where I just commented on the line between Seven Devils and Florence and Myrtle Beach. I mean, that is just wow. So Florence will become a major hurricane and likely hit the US East Coast next week. The latest Florence spaghetti models show South Carolina and North Carolina as possible landfall targets. Florence's path has already prompted North Carolina to issue a hurricane state of emergency. So, yeah, like I said, I imagined the little island in red rain as being somewhere just off here somewhere. Like, this is crazy. Crazily coincidental. So, Seven Devils. It's a place in North Carolina, well inland. It's just a little place. It's only got a couple of hundred people. But I just had a feeling today when I looked up. I didn't even know until today that Seven Devils, well, till yesterday, I didn't know Seven Devils was a song on the same album as No Light, No Light. They're back to back. This is the song that reminded me of Red Rain, because Red Rain has identical twins, Daniel and Samuel, who are about 12. The music clip for this video has 12-year-old boys aged around 12. It's actually the Trinity Boys Choir in Manhattan, New York. And they're around the same age. And Florence, in the music video, the song is a pretty dark song. It's on the theme of suicide. Of course, what happens when a hurricane makes landfall? It, on a continent like America, when it slams into it like this map is showing, when a hurricane does this, what's it doing? It's committing suicide, because its source of energy is the ocean. So when a hurricane charges into land, it's committing suicide. It's like jumping off a building. And I didn't dare interpret that as being that. Yeah. No Light, No Light, Seven Devils. Leave My Body. My God. That is very... Yes. What can you say? Florence and the Machine are touring the USA right now. And I'm looking forward to going and seeing Florence play when she comes to Australia, because I just think she's amazing. Amazing artist, great talent. So, and the theme of the hurricane is a big one in quite a few of her songs. So, in these two, no, it's not the theme, but it is in St. Jude, and it is in Hurricane Drunk. But this song, What the Water Gave Me, that is like, well, what does the water give a hurricane? Fuel. Wow. South Carolina. So, drawing a line, as I did just before, from Seven Devils down to Florence and Myrtle Beach, turns out to be, although I can't quite believe this, but it turns out to be exactly what the computer models are now showing is where Florence is going to make landfall. Okay. That is pretty strange, I'm not going to lie. Pretty strange. Well, I hope Florence is not playing. I hope she's not booked to play at Myrtle Beach in a few days. I really hope not, because that would be too much. Just far too much. And they may not welcome her back again anytime soon. So yeah, be getting out of there, because that's very coincidental. Very coincidental. Yeah, on that note, I think I'll leave it. It's now 10:35 AM Eastern Daylight Time, Sunday 8th of September 2018. So I think, yeah, I made 2 videos actually. I've uploaded the first one. The second one has only just finished compressing, so now I'll upload that, and then tomorrow sometime, I guess, I'll upload this one. Weird.